Hi, my name is Lally and I am a magician from Iceland. Yes, you heard it right, from Iceland. And yes, you heard it right, Lally. That's a weird name. My real name is Lárus Blöndal. In Danish it's Lars, but my friends call me Lally. So you, my friend, you can call me Lally. Or just the magic guy from Iceland. I don't know. Welcome to Iceland. We're here in the sunny country of Iceland, Reykjavik, the capital. I'm here outside my house. There are a lot of cars, maybe people shouting later on. I don't know. We'll just have to live with that. We're gonna do a little bit of magic. So we're gonna have a magic show that is basically me teaching you a magic trick, doing weird stuff, and then we have a musical number. All right. So, with no further ado, what do you say? With no further ado, I don't know. Let's start the magic show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the magic of Iceland. Today we're gonna see the beautiful Lally the magician, and he's gonna do some weird stuff for us. Alright. We're also gonna see some beautiful magic, and I'm gonna teach you some magic, and then we have the musical number. So, the magic show has started. Let's start with the weird stuff. Alright. We have here a fork. This is a fork made in, I don't know, but it's stainless steel. Alright. So people, do not try this at home. This is weird. Do not, I repeat, do not try this at home. I'm a magician and a weird person, so I can do it. Check it out. I'm gonna make this beautiful fork disappear. Check it out. I'm gonna make it disappear into my notes. I have one thing to say for you kids out there. Stay in school, I mean it. Otherwise, you just end up doing stuff like this. So, but it's fun. That's the weird stuff. Now I'm gonna teach you a magic trick using this fork as a magic wand. And this playing card. I'm gonna make this playing card disappear. But I'm gonna teach you the easy way, all right? We have here the playing card. We're gonna make this playing card disappear with magic. Check it out. I'm gonna use the magic wand, magic fork. All right, gonna make it disappear. Check it out. 1, 2. It's still here. Stop it, me. Okay. Playing card, magical fork, magic. Check it out. 1, 2, and 3. Oh no! Oh my god, the fork has disappeared. I'm just joking, it's here. I know, it's silly. But the magic has happened. Ladies and gentlemen, the card has disappeared. Oh my god, magic. I know. Okay, I'm gonna teach you the trick. It's here in my pocket. Okay, so it's basically when you close your hand and do this, you put the fork behind your ear, and then you say, "Oh my God, it's disappeared." So when you point it out to people that the fork is over there, you just put it in your pocket, and then just come back like nothing has happened, and then magic. Just rewind and see how I did it, and you just do as I do, and then you'll be perfect. Okay, now for the grand finale, the musical number. The musical number is on the other side of the tape. So now we have to rewind the tape. It's gonna take a lot of time because it's a really old cassette player. But while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna introduce the my musical friends. They're here. It's Skarphéðinn. It's an Icelandic name, Skarphéðinn. Then we have a dude called John. That's not an Icelandic name, but the Icelandic name is Jón, but his name is John. And then we have Hólmfríður. She's from Iceland, because her name is Hólmfríður. All right. Okay. The tape is almost ready, so we can start the tune. Wait. Chillax, right? And yeah. There we go. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna play a really famous song. You might have heard it before, or a skrillion times before. So there it is. This is from my heart to you guys. Thank you. I almost fell down. Thanks a lot, everyone. Lalli, the magical miracle of Iceland, says goodbye. Take care of yourself and be lovely, and give people a thumbs up when they're down. All right. See you later.
Good evening, Santa Clarita. Welcome to 10 by 10. My name is Raul. I'm here to amaze, baffle, and confuse you, delight you, entertain you, and for sure, have a lot of family fun tonight. We're gonna do magic with cards this evening, and we're gonna shuffle the cards. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the cards, and what we're going to do is give it a nice pat there. I'm going to show you 13 cards. I want you to think of one card. Remember that card in the position that it's in. So this is card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, card 5, card 6, card 7, card 8, card 9, card 10, 11, 12, and 13. You got your card?
Yes.
You remember the number?
Yes.
Okay. Just think of that number, okay, while I mix the cards from behind. All right. Let's see. All right. What was your card?
2 of hearts.
2 of hearts. 2 of hearts. Okay. Let's see. It's amazing. The only card that is face up is your card, the 2 of hearts. Our next effect is called Law and Order. Now in Law and Order, there are 2 groups of detectives, the female detectives and the male detectives. I want you to think of what detectives are going to look for the card in a few minutes, okay? So first of all, let's get our suspect. I'm going to dribble the card, you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
There is your suspect right there. Okay? Which detectives are going to look for your card? The female or the male?
The female.
Female. Okay. There's Officer Benson. And this is her partner, the Queen of Hearts. Right there. Okay? And again, we're going to take Officer Benson. She's going to look for the suspect along with her partner, the Queen of Hearts. All right. Now, Officer Benson and the Queen of Hearts have a suspect. What was that suspect?
King of clubs.
King of Clubs. Now, if you have a deck of cards at home, you can follow me along with this one. This one's going to involve 5 red cards and 5 black cards. And it doesn't matter the cards, just as long as they're black and red. Okay. So I have 5 red cards, 5 black cards. And we're going to alternate them, black, red, black, red. Black, oops, black, red. Okay. I'm gonna give them a cut and another cut. Then I'm gonna take the first 2 cards, I'm gonna turn them over. Then I'm gonna cut the deck again, take 2 more cards, turn it over, take 2 more, turn it over, take 2, turn these over, maybe 1 more. Okay. So in this situation, you can see we have 8 red cards that are the backs are showing and 2 cards showing the front. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 4 cards and turn them over. Then we're going to divide them into 2 groups. Now I'm going to ask you, which one will go on top, the left or the right?
The right.
Okay, the right. Okay, and what's going to happen is I'm going to use the word magic, which has 5 letters, and 5 cards will be facing you, and 5 cards will not be facing you. All right. Let's get these cards out of the way. Nice shuffle there, mix them up. Okay. Now, we're going to command the card to do what I ask them to do. Okay? So let's find your card. Again, I'm going to dribble down. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, that's your card right there. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me find that card. I command you to come forth. I command you to come forth. Okay. Let's do it the easy way. Oh man. This is hard. What was your card?
3 of spades.
3 of spades. 3 of spades. Come forth. Come forth. I command you. First, second, third, fourth is the 3 of spades. Come forth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my time. And I thank you. Have a good evening. Stay safe and take care of yourself. My name is Raul. Thank you.
Welcome back. Today we're discussing refugees. Should we help them? We've got a couple of callers lined up. Firstly, we've got June on the line. Hi, June.
Hiya. I really think it's great how, I've seen so many things on Facebook about sending over stuff and collecting things and everyone helping out. I think obviously they need as much as they can get. But in terms of them coming to us and having housing and benefits and whatever else we're going to give them, I just don't see how that's going to be possible when we can't even really look after ourselves or take care of ourselves at the moment.
That's an interesting point. Thank you very much for your views. We've also got Philip on the line.
Hi, yes, we should definitely help them. They're people in need, and wouldn't you like to believe that if you're in need, somebody will come to your aid and to your rescue? So yeah, we should help them if they would.
Very differing points there. We'll be right back after these.
Thank you.
Once there was a fox who lived in a deep, dense forest. He was timid and afraid to stray far from his den. All a fox's happiness was bound to the flickering light of star.
What made you do it? What made you run after him?
When someone needs help, you help.
Howdy folks, welcome to the March 2021 edition of 10 by 10 Variety Night. Brought to you by the Main Theater in Old Town Newhall, California. Still coming at you the first Thursday of every month. And in these times of social distancing, still virtual. I'm Squeezebox Sam, one member of the music making outfit Grit. And Grit happens to be the 2021 10 by 10 season house band. We thank you for having us out. Speaking of seasons, pretty soon people are going to be drinking green beer. And Although it might not be the wisest thing to be bestowing kisses on anyone because of claims of Irish ancestry, we figured we'd get in the spirit and have Brother Aaron lead us in an old tune. Brother Aaron, take it away.
My bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. Like my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. Bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Yes, my bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. Bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Everybody sing now. Bring back, yeah, bring back my bonnie to me. Yeah, bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my bonnie to me.
Thanks, Grit. Hope you folks enjoyed that. Usually about now we'd have some Squeezebox trivia, but we figured it'd be in the season. We would have our own Brother Aaron, in addition to playing that tune for us, tell us a little story that's in the spirit of the season as well. Brother Aaron?
Hi folks, this is a little story about a pilgrim that goes from Dublin to Kinshall to visit the church of St. Patrick, St. Kedrick. And in his way to St. Patrick's, an angel appears and asks him, Mac, where are you going? And the pilgrim said, I'm going to visit St. Patrick's. And the angel said, if God willing. Nope, said the pilgrim. "I'm going to St. Patrick's." And then the angel turned the pilgrim into a frog, and here he goes to the pond. 10 years passed, and the angel came back and turned back the little frog into the pilgrim, and he asked him, "Mac, where are you going?" "Well, I'm going to visit St. Patrick." "God willing." "No, I'm going to visit St. Patrick." And brum! Again he's been turned into a frog to the pond. Another 10 years pass. The angel came back and turned again the frog into the pilgrim and asked him, "Mac, where are you going?" "I'm going to visit St. Patrick, God willing." "And if not, I'm going to the pond again." And that's what happened.
Hi, everybody. My name is Pablo Mars, and my story is Almost Christmas. I'm usually good in an emergency. I don't panic or lose control. Earthquakes? I'm a native Angelino. Been there, done that. Medical emergencies? I'm an actor who's played a lot of doctors. And criminal ones? I've survived 4 muggings in my hometown of LA. But in December of 2016, I met my kryptonite, Orange County. I had planned a trip that year for my 88-year-old mother and myself to go to Fort Myers, Florida to visit family for Christmas. I was also going to teach an improv intensive workshop over the weekend at a friend's acting studio in St. Pete, Clearwater. So I was going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It was going to be a perfect trip. I planned very carefully for this adventure to make sure that it was hassle-free. After a year of caring for my mom, who was slowly slipping into pre-dementia, I was desperate for a break. I was exhausted. I found a super cheap flight online that was half the price of any others that I found. There was only one catch. We had to leave from the Santa Ana John Wayne Airport in Orange County. No worries. We would drive down the night before, rent a cheap motel room near the airport, and then avoid all the morning traffic. And it would still cost less if we flew from any other airport around. It was around 10 p.m. when we arrived at the West Coast Inn Motel in Santa Ana. The long freeway trip, that was really just an hour, felt like 6. My mom's sundowners had kicked in, so the whole way there she was complaining about the trip being too long. This is too long. Just stop the car and turn around. We finally arrived and walked up to the reservation kiosk in the parking lot. There was no lobby. I mean, this was a classy place. The indifferent young man in the kiosk told us that we weren't on the reservation list. I don't see your reservation. Are you sure you made one? Well, yes, of course I made one. I mean, it was prepaid. Please check again. Nope, it's not there. Just as I'm about to give up and rent another room just so we could get some sleep, he finds the reservation. I checked on the hotel.com website and yeah, it's there. Someone just entered the info wrong. Great. Hallelujah. We get in our room and soon we're fast asleep. Then, at about 5 a.m., my mom suddenly sits up in her motel room bed and says, Pablo, wake up. Wake up, my tongue is swollen. My tongue is swollen. Huh? What? I said, still half asleep. My tongue is swollen. Wake up. Your tongue is... Oh, crap. Your tongue is swollen. So I immediately go into emergency mode. My mom has angioedema. It's an allergic reaction that can flare up from a chemical, a food she might eat, or stress. It causes the swelling of the lips, the tongue,
and the cheek. Our go-to medicine is always Benadryl. When the swelling hits her cheeks and her lips, my mom kind of looks like a monkey, sort of like this. If it hits the tongue, then that's red alert. It could swell up and block her airway and suffocate her. Now, the procedure normally is that we go to the ER and they pump her full of antihistamines for about 4 or 5 hours. The swelling goes down and then it's all over. I know the drill, but for some reason at 5 o'clock in the frickin' morning in Orange County, I lose my mind. First of all, I give my mom 2 pills of Benadryl, which she's trying to take with a swollen tongue. If you try to do that, you know it's impossible to swallow water and pills with a swollen tongue. I'm committing elder abuse. She's coughing, she's spitting up the pills in the water, and I see that it's not working. Then instead of running out to the motel clerk and asking him where the nearest ER is, or simply dialing 911, I decide to go on my computer and look for the nearest Kaiser Permanente hospital, who's her Medicare provider. I found an address nearby, but didn't bother to write it down. I don't have a smartphone at the time. I'm not writing the address down. I don't have the GPS. I just look at the little Google map in the corner to see where it is in relation to the motel. Don't worry, I got this. My visual memory being so sharp, at 5 in the freaking morning, we arrive at the building. A Kaiser Permanente administrative office. No clinical services. I leave my mom in the car. I run into the building. It's 6:30 in the morning. I'm looking for someone to help us. There's nobody in the offices. I mean, I could have stolen everything in sight at that point. I'm starting to panic and I'm screaming, I'm a loser. I'm such a loser. In my head, at her age, my mom's slightest suffering is heartbreaking. As her caregiver, I want to keep her from all harm. I run back to the car and did what I should have done at 5 in the morning. Call 911. 10 minutes later, 5 hunky firefighters come to the rescue. They're always hunky. And seeing these guys makes me even feel more like a loser, especially when I reflect back on the 30 pounds I was supposed to, lose that year, and here they are, looking great. They give us directions to the nearest Kaiser. They take all her vital signs and say she's going to be okay. So off we go. When we arrive, I explain to the ER doctor that we have a plane to catch, so we need to speed things up. The stocky female doctor, who reminded me of Kathy Bates, calmly said, "Oh, that's not going to happen. We're going to have to intubate her and possibly keep her overnight for observation." No. No, you see, she just gets a booster of antihistamines and then we're out. That's it. Oh, no, we may have to intubate her. Oh, no, there's no way. My feisty mom is never going to put up with that. She hates hospitals. She'll pull that tube right out and she'll strangle the doctor with it. 5 hours and 2 canceled flights later, we finally left the hospital and we went home. I rebooked my flight for Florida the next day so I could still work, and my mom stayed the weekend with my aunt and my cousin. My mother had to stay home this time, but next time we'll avoid the stress and the dementia and the OC, and we'll leave from someplace that's calm and centered, like LAX.
الجمال الحلو حلو الروح. في ناس جميلة قوي وعايشة حلاوة روح، وبإيه يفيد الجمال لو عشت بيه مجروح. اوعى الجمال يغرك، اوعى الجمال يغرك او تنخدع فيه، اصل الجمال لو غرك يكويك بنار لياليه. ده مهما كان الجمال مسير بكره يروح، ده مهما كان الجمال مسير بكره يروح. ده عشق الجسد مش دايم، لكن اللي دايم حلاوة روح. أنا اللي كان شاغلني واللي كان قاتلني اديتهم كل حاجة وهم استغنوا عني، هم استغنوا عني، هم استغنوا عني، هم استغنوا عني. بكرة الأيام تبين من قاسي ومن حملي، وساعتها تعرفوني لما الأيام تبين، لما الأيام تبين، لما الأيام تبين. عيب والموجة عالية، والموجة عالية عليا، بتشيل وتحط فيا، الكل جاي عليا، الكل جاي عليا، الكل جاي عليا. أنا اللي عشت بيهم كنت بخاف عليهم، حسوني حتى يسوني مش هبقى خلاص عليهم. أنا اللي بكرة هبقى، أنا اللي بكرة هبقى، أنا اللي بكرة هبقى. يا ما ناس تلاقي النعمة على الأرض وتبوسها، وناس غلابة تلم النعمة من على الأرض وتبوسها. واللي يهين الولاية، واللي يهين الولاية في الدنيا ده بيتقال. يا ما الدنيا بهدلت جدعان، نحب ربنا يرحمه. بابا يا بابا يا بابا، بابا يا بابا يا بابا، بابا يا بابا. لا لا
rush over this vast field to the Pacific Ocean to animate the many hundred millions of its people and to cheer them upward, to set the principle of self-government at work, to agitate these Herculean masses, to establish a new order in human affairs, to set free the enslaved, to regenerate superannuated nations, to change darkness into light, to stir up the sleep of 100 centuries, to teach all nations a new civilization. To confirm the destiny of the human race, to carry the career of mankind to its culminating point, to cause stagnant people to be reborn, to perfect science, to emblazon history with the conquest of peace, to shed a new and resplendent glory upon mankind, to unite the world in one social family, to dissolve the spell of tyranny and exalt charity, to absolve the curse that weighs down humanity. Let every American heart open wide for patriotism to glow undimmed and combined with religious faith in the sublime and prodigious destiny of his well-loved country.
Got a couple more storytellers. The next one on the stage. Big round of applause for Tom.
Just so you know, this is for you. 25 years ago, this month, I celebrated my 30th birthday by getting a mud bath. And not the kind of relaxing one you get at a day spa. My two best friends, Eddie and Tommy, decided to surprise me by taking me out to dinner. And I was thinking it was going to be at Arnie Morton's or Lowry's. And so you can imagine my surprise when we pulled into the parking lot of the famous, now closed, Hollywood Tropicana Club. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Tropicana Club was, it was a nightclub that rested above the 101 with neon signs or lights that could be seen for miles. that featured all-female mud and oil mud wrestling. Beautiful women. And what you would do is you would go into the bar and you would bid opposite the other bar patrons to have the chance to get into the ring for 5 minutes with one of these beautiful young mud wrestlers. Now, what I said to these guys prior to leaving that night was I said, look, guys, whatever it is you got planned, no strip clubs, no strippers. And as we're pulling into the parking lot, I was like, I specifically said no strippers. And my best friend Eddie said, they're not strippers, they're mud wrestlers, and they have bathing suits on. And I said, I can't argue with that logic. And I said, fine, okay, I'm going to go in there, but I am not, no way, no how, going to get into the ring. No way. But then there's this little thing called Goldschlager. 87 proof, cinnamon schnapps, the drink of kings. And after about 3 or 4 of these and a couple of Bud Lights, the next thing I know, I am bidding to get into the ring with a fresh-faced, pint-sized, beautiful young lady by the name of Lisa. And I win the bid at $76. It was a slow night. And from there, it's a whirlwind. I was taken to what's called the insurance room, where there was a woman that I swear to God resembles Shelley Winters with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and I have to sign this waiver that absolves the club of any responsibility in case of injury or death. And then from there, I'm whisked up to a room that can only be described as the delousing room from Shawshank Redemption. And I'm taking my clothes off, and then I'm given the ceremonial swimsuit. One size fits all. It doesn't. And from there, I go down with all these other schlubs to ringside, where we anxiously await to get into the ring. And the smell of stale beer and cigarettes and cheap perfume is in the air, and I'm nervous and I'm waiting. And then finally, Lisa comes down and the DJ announces us both, and we meet in the ring, and we go in and we shake hands, and Lisa says to me, assume the position. And I have seen Vision Quest with Matthew Modine, and I know exactly what to do. I get on all fours and I expect her, and she does. She comes up behind me, and I lean over my shoulder and I say, this is going to be fun. And then she yells over the din of the 90s techno music, if you fight me, I'll kick your ass. At what I'm like, huh? And that's when the bell rings, and this beautiful, demure, pint-sized woman starts to throw me around the ring like I'm a Raggedy Ann doll and she's a bored 5-year-old. And I'm in the mud, and I'm trying to listen to what she's telling me to do. And it's above the din of the music, and the music, and I'm being thrown all over the place. And mud is everywhere, in every orifice. It's in my ears and in my nose and in my teeth. And I can taste the mud, that grit. And I'm not having any fun at all. And I've paid $76 for this. And then she tells me at one point, she goes, get on your knees, I want to ride you like a pony. And she throws me down, and I'm trying to buck her up, but I have no core because it's the 90s. Yoga wasn't popular then. And she's throwing me around, and now mud is in my eye, and I can't see, and I'm trying to have somebody tag me out, and I'm 3 minutes in, and my chest is heaving, and I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack, and now I realize why I signed that waiver. And then finally, the time is over, and I collapse in a heap of sweat and mud. And Lisa picks me up and takes me over to the corner and says, that was fun. And I'm thinking, wow, what would have happened if I fought her? And I go upstairs to the delousing room to try and shower off, and all they have is 2 settings on the shower, off and fire hose freaking hot. And I'm trying to get the mud out, and it's not out, and it dries in my hair, and I put on my members-only coat, and I go downstairs, And I meet my friends and they go, so did you get excited? And I go, there's no time. And I walk to, they had a gift store, I swear to God. And I get my complimentary picture Polaroid and a free t-shirt. And I walk out. The Polaroid has faded, the t-shirt gone after I got married. But every time I drive by and I see a vacant lot with a pool of standing water and mud, I always fondly remember of the night that I lasted 5 minutes in the ring with a bull named Lisa. Thank you.
Driving down Pacific Highway, sunlight fading to the west, breeze blowing, scent of the sea, sweeping waves to their crests, bows sway, leaves flutter. Then you know back into anger, I sway, leaves flutter. When you know you're back home, bunnies play, lizards sunbathe, crystal prism windsill, restless buck emerges sideways, chasing a battle on some hill. Bow sway, leaves flutter. Then you know back into panda. Bow sway, leaves flutter. Turning outside my window, making me feel like missing you. Freedom, thing you wanted, all of mine was true. Sway, leaves flutter. Then you know back into panga. Bow sway, leaves flutter. When you know you're back home. When you know you're back home. Know you're back.
Hi everyone, I am so excited to be here. Thank you, Jeff, for this opportunity to make people laugh from home. I must say the commute was really great. There was no traffic from the kitchen to my bookshelf, which if you look behind me, you can kind of see what the books I'm trying to read. I guess that's one of the fun things people are doing now that everything's coming from people's homes, even the news. It's been interesting. But I have been quarantined with my son and his best friend for longer than I can even remember. And I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've almost fallen into the toilet. Boys. But, you know, looking on the bright side, it is saving toilet paper and it's cheaper than installing a bidet. And being at home, I'm starting to streamline a lot of my tasks that I do at home. I'm now combining Zumba and happy hour. But I think I'm going to have to switch to white wine because the red wine sloshing over the side of my glass is starting to stain my carpets. Too hard to clean up. And I did actually get dressed and go to the store today, which was fun because I realized that some of my favorite things still fit. I was so excited. I love those shoes. But, you know, spending a lot of time at home, you have time to think of things. And I've been thinking about when my biological clock stopped ticking. It didn't only stop ticking. My hot flashes made it explode. And I know now why it's called menopause. It's because my hormones have hit the pause button, and every day I am a little closer to becoming the man of my dreams. It must show. My son always calls me dude. I just can't wait till I can stand up to pee. That's going to be such a great time saver. Am I right, ladies? No more standing in that long line for me. And whatever happened to growing old gracefully? Even at home, I try to work out every day, usually yoga, Pilates, and running away from my responsibilities. But at home, it's too easy for my darn kids to find me. But I tell you, namaste, my butt. If I have to do one more downward dog, I swear I'm going to bite someone's leg. And I realize they may look okay on the internet, but underneath these clothes, it's starting to look like the earthquake map of California. And boy, are my tectonic plates shifting. And all of that working out, and my butt, which of course you can't see, is still so flat, you'll just have to take my word for it, that I could do squats from here to the moon and it will never come close to resembling any of the Kardashians. And I'll add Caitlyn, that's how flat it is, until I am really old and I wear diapers. And then like girls in the old days used to stuff their bras before there were implants, I'm gonna stuff my diapers. I'm gonna stuff one cheek with snacks, so when I fall down and I can't get back up, I don't starve to death. And the other cheek with treats. So while I'm sprawled out on the floor, my cat doesn't eat my face. I'm already turning into my mom. I leave reading glasses all over the house. I enter rooms and I can't remember why I'm there. Oh. And every once in a while, now when I walk, I fart. That's okay. It's just another step closer to becoming the man of my dreams. I was married. I don't really like to say that I'm divorced. It just sounds too negative. I really prefer to think of myself as free range. And you know, I should have known the marriage wasn't going to work out. There were so many warning signs. He had to pick the florist. He had to be walked down the aisle with his parents. I'm just glad he didn't ask to wear my wedding dress. And the last time I saw him, I told him our vows were supposed to be until death do us part. And he didn't look dead yet. I really missed him by about an inch, but I'm practicing. And it isn't all bad. I didn't just lose a husband. I gained closet space. But, you know, being free range, I guess I'm supposed to be able to date again. But at my advanced age, my kids think that I should stay at home having quality time with our cat. They don't seem to understand why I would want to bother dating at my age if I'm not going to have any more children. I guess it creeps them out to think that I might still like to practice. No fear of pregnancy is great, but the calories you burn, oh my gosh, I wouldn't mind adding that to my workout routine. But, you know, being older, I don't always sleep through the night anymore. And when I can't sleep through the night, I don't count sheep. I count ex-boyfriends. Most of them were very dull. I am out like a light. It works every time. And it's not like I had that many. I can still count them on one hand. Anyway, I'm actually kind of afraid to start dating again. It seems now everyone's waxed, pierced, and tattooed. Oh, waxing seems painful, and tattooing and piercing painful and time-consuming. Besides, I've been married, I've had children, and hemorrhoids. I think that's enough pain for a lifetime. And besides, you know, it's not easy. Women my age, we're invisible. Like the boy who could see dead people, the only living things that can see me are animals and men over 80. But, you know, I'm not letting that stop me. I'm haven't given up. I'm on some of the dating sites. I joined Tinder, but so far the only swipes I'm getting are from my cat. And Match is such a tease. I get emails every morning that say, yay, someone noticed your profile, but I never get any messages. Match might as well send me an email that says, yay, you almost had a chance. And oh, eHarmony, forget that. E's got to stand for extortion. It's so expensive. I'd feel like they were holding my love life for ransom. And there's my personal favorite, Our Time, with the hot date tip, the early bird special down at the senior center. And now that I've been on all these dating sites, my computer keeps mysteriously playing, You Don't Need to Be Lonely with FarmersOnly.com. Yeehaw. It's like my computer's telling me, look, you need to leave California if you ever want to date again. But, you know, something I really wish that dating sites came with Yelp reviews, because if and when I do meet somebody I want to date, I want to make sure their baggage matches mine. And as much as I dislike dating sites, they are efficient. I've connected with a few men. We've chatted, we've argued, we've broken up all before we wasted time meeting in real life. So that's great. And before we were all shut down, I did tell a few of the men that I still had my teenage son living at home with me. Boy, I didn't know men their age could run that fast. And here's where I want to leave you with my public service announcement. If you're childless and you're thinking about having children, think very carefully, because once a parent, always a parent, and sometimes they never leave. And that, my friends, is why some animals eat their young. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeff. You guys have been great. I've been Carol. Have a great night.